All right, in this video, I'll give you my reasons why I left the corporate world or I chose not to work in it. Okay. Obviously, if you're new to my channel, you would look at my face and say, who the hell would employ you, man? Look at your face. You look like a one of those, modern Picasso art, like someone drew Spider-Man on your face. I'm talking about even before this. I was not born like this. I made it like this, but when I was like you, normal, no tattoos, nothing, suit and tie, look like you say, no, normal human being. Still, I knew that I didn't belong in the corporate world. I didn't want to work. I just found it very suffocating. Okay, I'll give you a couple of reasons that I have written down here, and see if it relates to you. Okay, and if it relates to you, maybe there is a reason why maybe you should not work in the corporate world, or maybe you should seriously think about other options. Okay, now before I do go further, I'll give you a honest, sincere, like a mentor, like a father figure disclaimer. Many of these bits that I give you would relate to you. Okay, would relate to you, but keep this in mind. Just because they relate to you does not mean that you suddenly resign or say, oh, yes, corporate world, fuck off. I'm going to be a freelancer. I'm going to be a businessman. I'm going to start my own. No. Please, whenever someone says something and you feel a connection to it, evaluate whether that advice is applicable for you. Because maybe our problems are the same, maybe we feel the same, but you need to understand your environment. Like if you're in India, if you have money, if your parents support you, if you have other opportunities. So you have to keep all those factors in mind. So don't impulsively react just because I've said something, okay? Because end of the day, I genuinely want this video to add value to you. Okay, so let's start off. First things first. Right off the bat, from a very young age, I was very much a rebel. I'm sure most of us are rebels when we're young, when you're a teenager. But for me specifically, I could not get along with friends. And I'm talking of this is before the social media apps and the smartphone age. Even though we had to be with people, meet with people, and all, I still couldn't get along with people. I couldn't get along with friends. I couldn't get along with the people in the church, the community. I was like the odd ball out. Okay. And I always loved attention. Me, particularly, I loved it. I want people, look at me, look at me. I always had that, though I was not aware of it. I always wanted to feel special. That is why I went to the gym, tried to get muscles. We want to show that we stand out, right? Those days, obviously, no tattoos, like I told you. And I would always be seeking validation. That's why, am I special? Do I deserve love? So I'd always get a girlfriend or someone and I'd flaunt it because obviously you want to show that, see, I have a girlfriend. So I was always on that path of trying to get attention, trying to seek validation, trying to feel that I'm special. So when you have these traits and you get into the corporate world, it doesn't gel well because remember, when you just join the corporate world, people don't like someone acting too smart, being too loud, seeking attention. You become the target of everyone. Like, hey, who's this guy acting like a complete idiot, like a complete truth, and people would love to pull you down and beat you and you know put you in the gutter, and they would feel ha ha ha, taught you a lesson, you piece of shit. So I always experienced that, and I didn't know why that was happening. And in order to battle it out, because my feelings were hurt, because people were putting me down, and because I had low self esteem, I would try to fight them. I would try to fight the system. I would try to fight authority to show, hey, I'm not afraid of you and all that. That doesn't work in the corporate world. The corporate world wants you to be obedient. The corporate world wants you to follow rules. The corporate world wants you to put your head down and do things like the school, the industrial complex of education. Put your head down, follow what I say, memorize this, and do the routine like everyone else. Be like a worker, a worker mentality. Just the, that, what do you call that? That conveyor belt is moving. You just take it out, put it back, put it out, put it back. Just do a repetitive task. I was one of these guys who didn't want to do that. I was like, why should I do this? What about that? What about that? Who's that? Who? I was always distracted. And people don't like that. Managers who are there to make sure that you follow rules, they don't like that. And so it was frustrating for them that I'm not following rules. It was frustrating for me that I was being asked to follow and be like everyone else. Like I told you, I always wanted attention. I always wanted to show I was special. So that frustration was there. And then, end of the day, you get your salary. And after you get your salary, you just blow it all off. And then you realize, hey, again, no money. What do I do? Like, what is this? And so, then you begin to think of ways and means to keep yourself happy or earn money. And for me, because I loved attention, I'd always love talking. Because when you talk, people look at you, right? So I love talking. And I realized the more interesting stuff I spoke, or the most shocking stuff I spoke, or most profound things I spoke, people would listen. Like when you go to the church and you talk about God, oh, people are like, wow. You go outside with the men who are elder than you and, you talk mature stuff, wow. When you go in front of girls and you talk to them about things that blow their mind, wow. So I would always talk and try to be noticed. I wish there was a comedy club. Maybe I would have gone there also. But I kept improving on my speaking skills. And then I realized I could be entertaining. So I became an anchor for shows, announcing. I had a good voice. Or I trained my voice, I could say. And then I found out something like DJing. DJing, you play music and people dance and listen to you. So I was part of the action. And when you're a DJ, you're the boss. You get all the free drinks. You get paid money to entertain, and you also enjoy. So I was doing all that. So right from the beginning of my career, there was the corporate life, and there was the things that I was doing at the side. So daytime corporate life, follow rules, get up on time, suit and tie. Nightlife, dress up funky, act funky, girls, drinks. Yeah, I was not drinking. Sex, fun, attention, late night sleep, enjoy, eat whatever you like. Okay. So I was between both these worlds. And I enjoyed this, the fun, the nightlife. This was boring. This was following rules. And no matter where I worked, this was always the same. But this was new venue, new girls, new men, new crowds, new interaction with different kinds of men in positions of power who wanted to enjoy. So I got the hang of it. I really, really enjoyed this nightlife. So then, as you go through life now, going through both these, here you have to be obedient, here you have to put your head down and work, and here you're a wild animal. So when I'd come back to this world of corporate, I would ask myself, this manager is so boring. He's so boring. He has a pot belly. He looks like an old man. He's on, what did you do? What did you do? Did you do this? Oh, go there, go there. Like, and we are giving him the respect of being this, sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir, I went to this customer. Yes, sir, I went here. I did this. Oh, where's your target? Sorry, sir, sorry. Here's the report. I should think to myself, like, this guy is like a loser. He's like, only in this office, he's like a sir. And, by coincidence, I used to bump into these very same guys who used to act authoritative in events because I used to do so many events. And there I would see them. Here he is like a big boss with his pot belly, and here he is like in the club or in the party. He's like a sheep. He's like a coward. He's like scared. He's like afraid. So his only authority and power is in the office. Outside, he's nothing. What the fuck? Like, and for me, I was a rebel outside. I was a rebel in the office. I was like, I care a damn in the office. I care a damn here also. But here in the office, I was not a hero, but I could stand up against authority. But here in the crazy world, the enjoyment, the nightlife, I was a rebel again, yes, but here I was the boss. And here he was dancing to my tunes, like, as a DJ. Or I could just, hey, how are you, man? And, hey, Loy, how are you? And he was very nice to me. So I was like, he's acting like, badass. Here is a sheep. So I began to think, like, do I really need to take shit from these guys who are like, you know, what's so great in a manager? I used to always ask myself, what's so great? Okay, today I'm a little mature and I can understand, but those days, as a rebel. So number one is I didn't believe these managers deserve this legendary respect of Sir, God, and this and that. Because he was only good at one task. He was not good in everything else. Like physique, I had a better physique than him. Girls, I had more girls than him. Yeah. When you're young, you evaluate people like that. Money, I was making more money, doing outside gigs than this bullshit corporate job. So I was like, so why should I call him sir? And that also, I used to meet people who are far more successful than him, far more richer than him, far more, everything better than him. So that was one. And I couldn't understand this corporate life. And second thing was, people were normal outside. They would behave normal with their glass, with the girls, and they would be fun. But when they come to the office, they are like very, like, suit and tie, prim and proper, and very formal and very obedient. Like, who the fuck wants to be like this? Yeah, this is so bloody suffocating. This is like, what the fuck is this here? Like, morning, how are you? Yes, hi. Yeah, sure. Please, welcome. It's like a fucking butler or waiter, or I was like, I don't want to be like this. Like, yes, sir. Morning, sir. How are you, sir? I wanted to be normal. I wanted to feel normal. They were putting on an act of who they are not. Okay, you can do it for a few seconds, a few minutes. Let's say you meet a VIP, let's say a sheikh or a king or a CEO or someone, a billionaire. Morning, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. But doing that 24/7, where you spend the majority of your day in the office, I'm like, this is suffocating. Then on top of that, you have colleagues you don't like, and you have to like them. You get people whom you'd never hang out with, never spend even a second with, and you're forced to be with them. For me, that was like suffocating. It's like going, having this baby wearing this diaper that smells of shit, that smells so bad, and like, oh. Or imagine someone you can't tolerate, someone with so bad body odor that you just want to get out. So for me, these office colleagues were like that. Like, okay, they're good at their job. Okay, fine. But I would never want to be seen with these people. Outside office, I would never want to be seen with these. And the funny thing was, I discovered it's the same thing that they also feel. Like outside the office, they wouldn't want to see my face. Then why the hell are we together? Well, the answer was because we have to work together and we need to earn the salary. So I was like, this is terrible. And then on top of that, there was this thing which you have to sign in office on time, which I understand. Today, now that I'm nearing my 50s, I understand why you have to sign in time, why you have to report to office on time, why you have to start work on time, because the corporate clock, there is only working hours, 8 to 1 or 4 to 7, whatever. After that, the business world closes down. Like if you're dealing with customers in the US, they have a time where they're working. After that, you can't get in touch with. So you have to, if you're based in India and you're dealing with clients from US, you have to change your timing to suit theirs. Others, you'll never have customers. So, okay, I can understand today why you have to come on time, why you have to work on time. But for me, during those days, I was like, man, this is so stupid here. It's like morning, I'm feeling lazy and, like I didn't sleep proper. I feel most creative in the afternoon or in the night time. I mean, what the hell, yeah. So I wanted to have a schedule. Like I wanted to enjoy life. And here came the biggest gripe that I had. I was like, do I want to live my whole life like this? Like, do I want my whole life to be get up on time, rush to office on time, work on time, and obviously you can't leave home on time and work on a job you don't like, with a boss you don't like, with a colleague you don't like, with a protocol or industry you don't like. And I was like, do I want to live like this for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? I have just one life, one life. And do I want to spend my entire youth from the age of 20 till 60? And only after 60, now I have enough money, I have a house, now I can retire. But now I'm fucking old. I have wasted 40 years, the best years of my life, to enjoy life. What if I die when I'm 59 instead of 60? Then where am I going to enjoy life? When am I going to enjoy life? Do I want to enjoy life only after I'm fucking old? I was like, this is crazy, man. And I'll tell you another thing that really bugged me, that really truly bugged me was I would, let's say, for example, I worked very hard for a job, very, very hard. Let's say this month I worked very hard on my targets. Okay, I'll get my salary, yes. Because I was in sales, I'll get commission. Very good. Commission, yay. I got commission. But then next month, I start from zero. Okay. I have to work again. Yes. To prove myself, I have to work again. And I have to push myself again if I want to make that money. Okay. Good. But then every month I have to do this work, push myself to get that money. But what if it's now not about the money? You get what I'm saying? What if I wanted to enjoy the job and relax? Do you think my boss is going to allow me to take it easy? No, he'll be on my back. He'll be like, hey, listen, you pushed yourself to achieve, 1 million last month. And, now why you have 800,000? Get 1 million. So he will never let me relax. And here's another thing. If you don't perform, as long as you're performing, you have the job, which is a fact. They're paying you salary. But you don't perform, then obviously in the job that I was in Citibank, if you don't perform, you can perform for 1 year. Every day, every month, they'll give you salary and a very good bonus. But when you don't perform, first they'll give you a verbal warning, then they'll give you a written one, then they'll actually threaten you to terminate you. Do you know how bad that makes you feel? It's like you literally are under their mercy. You have to perform or you're out. Yeah, I can understand this. Yes, you have to earn your livelihood, but you can't relax. You can't take a back seat. You can't give them subpar performance because then they'll say, you achieved 1 million. Now you're achieving half of that. Why should we pay you the full salary? It's like you're not a man. You're still a boy. You're still a kid. You have to take shit from your parents, shit from your teachers, shit from your principal, and now you have to take shit from your manager. When are you going to be a fucking man? They can abuse you, shout at you, and you have to take shit. I mean, and then if you do lose your job, okay, consider this. If you do lose your job, I mean, then you have to literally beg, sir, please, sir, don't terminate me if you're financially broke. And if you have a little bit of finance and you're broke, and you're terminated, then you have to apply for other jobs where there's so many factors. Maybe they'll kiss ass, maybe politics, maybe there are so many CVs that they'll never notice you. And then imagine if you do get through all that bullshit, then you have to literally beg them. Like he'll sit there with authority. Yes. So why do you think you're the right candidate for this job? Why should I give you this job? Just can you imagine that you have to beg, sir, please, sir, give me this job, sir. It's like that. For me, it was like, okay, it sounds very sophisticated. Sir, I'm the best candidate. I'm very focused. I'm results oriented. If you check my experience plan, you are overly convincing them, trying to convince them to give you that job so that you can earn money. Even if you're good at the job, you have to convince them. And then after you get the job, you have to start from zero. And this is another thing that really got to me that I hated. It's like you joined a company, you started from zero, and then you built your brand, you built your self-respect by showing results. And now, okay, the manager knows what you're capable of, your colleagues know, everyone in the office knows, fine. So you established yourself. But one fine day, when you do get terminated or you lose your job or you resign, you join another company and there again you have to start from zero, because nobody knows you. Colleagues don't know you, manager doesn't know you, management doesn't know you. So they'll be saying, we don't know you, prove yourself. And then you have to grind and slog your ass and work never ending hours to prove yourself once again. And then finally, when you get that respect, he's a performer, he's consistent, he's good. If you were to lose your job again, or you get terminated, once again you go to a brand new company and you start again from fucking zero. You know how frustrating that is? Every single time you have to start from zero. It's like starting a new business from scratch. It's like starting a new relationship from zero. It's like you built this amazing house and the fire burnt it down. You start all over again. Like Honda, how Honda, every time the founder of Honda built something, got destroyed by war or the nuclear, this thing, or, market conditions. It's frustrating, man. So you have to literally beg for a job, and then you have to start from zero and prove yourself and hope that you don't lose it. And the worst part of all, the worst among all this is you give 5 years, 10 years, 15 or 20 years to build, let's say, Microsoft, Google, Dell, whatever, whichever brand, Toyota, Ferrari, Harley Davidson, any company. You gave 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. But the day you leave that company, what have you to show? Just a CV with some words written there. I contributed to 25% of their profit, 6% market penetration, revenues of 1 million, 1 billion, whatever. Yeah, but what do you have? You have nothing. Means all your creativity, all your effort, all your whatever you had, you built their brand and now you're zero. Your brand is zero, their brand is up. Yeah, they'll say, we paid you money. But then, so all that effort went to nothing. Isn't it better you rather focus on your own brand? See, I'm not trying to say that being like your own boss or this thing is the best in the world. There are a lot of risks. Made other videos on it. But the benefit I have is, if I go, let's say, I go to China, Roy Machedo is still online. I go to India, Roy Machedo is still online. Yes, I have to make some changes. Otherwise, the Indian mad crowd will beat me, kill me, or FIR, or jail me, or whatever shit. Okay, that's something else. But I carry my brand online wherever I go. Loy Machedo is Loy Machedo. Whatever I invest, the hard work is mine. The content I put, Loy Machedo, is mine. The intellectual property is mine. Yeah, okay, YouTube doesn't belong to me, but at least Loy Machedo. You get what I'm saying. I'm working for me. It's my brand. But you who are working as an employee, the day they throw you out or you lose your job, okay, I'm Patricia, or I'm Ramesh, or I'm Sunil, or I'm Leslie. Who are you? You have to tell them. And they'll be like, oh, okay. They Google search, they'll find a LinkedIn, they'll find Facebook. That's it. Who are your customers? Who are your clients? Who knows you? You're only known because of this company. And the day you leave this company, they'll be like, oh, they are only dealing with you for that position, the power, the company. The day you lost that position, you are the general manager there, you lost it. Why should I deal with you? Fuck off, man. You're of no benefit to me. I'll deal with that new guy who's there. I'll kiss his ass. Why should I kiss yours? Why should I even entertain you? You're nothing. You're nobody now. So that was the part that was really messing my head. It's like, so the day I lose my job, All the 5 years, 10 years that I gave to this company is gone. So now I'm back to zero. Now what do I do? It's so frustrating, man. It's like then what? You take your CV, you write down all your greatness, and sir, please, sir, job, sir, please, sir, give me a chance to work, sir. And then you have to call him sir, and you have to call him sir, working under him like a slave. Hey, come on time. Where are you? Where is the results? Where's the reports? Where's the targets? Where's the customer? Hey, feel like treated like a dog, man. Okay, agreed. Maybe today you don't have to call anyone sir. You can call him by name. Hey, hi Richard. Hi, hey Max. Hey, Prasad. Hey, whatever. You can call your manager by name. But end of the day, you're still his employee, and he can throw you out. And then what will you do? You have to go work somewhere else. Again, you will get treated the same, right? Salary, sir, salary, please. So I've always been a rebel. I've always thought like, yeah, what is this dressing up suit and tie and acting like that? It's all crap. I wanted to be free. I want to be normal, natural, just myself. Whether I want to put a tattoo, earring, be with 20 girls or just relax. Yeah, I know that is not life. I know that that is, hey, that's stupidity. Fine. But I'm happy, right? Can be myself, right? Today, fine, you guys can, people make fun of me. Hey, look at you, look like Spider-Man, or you look like a abnormal mental retard. What is his earrings? What is this unprofessional? But guess what? I'm making money doing what I like on my terms. I'm my own boss. I don't take shit from anyone. Don't you think that is? I'm not saying the tattoos or the earrings. Rather, I'm saying, don't you want to live life on your terms? Be your own boss. Enjoy the freedom. I can sleep when I like, get up when I like, do what I like, with whom I like. I can say no to a customer. I can say no, I don't want to work. I want to relax. Are there drawbacks? Yeah, there are plenty. There is stress, there is pressure, there's no guaranteed salary, which is a very good thing. Guaranteed salary per month. There are a lot of executives who earn very big money if you're at the top. But how many are at the top? And when you're in the corporate world, you have to dress like them, talk like them, have your status symbols like your car, your jewelry, your watch. That costs money for maintenance. You have to look smart. The barber shop, the beauty parlor, the perfume, all cost money, right? You can't. Everyone's driving a BMW or Mercedes or Maybach, or you can't have a scooter. If everyone's wearing three-piece Armani or designer outfit, you can't put some you know Raymond or some. I'm not saying Raymond is bad. I'm just saying some ordinary $5 shirt. No, you have to be like the boys. They say it costs money. I'm glad I don't have that peer pressure. My own boss. I'm happy. Look, I'm not trying to convince you on my lifestyle. I don't have to. I mean, I do. I don't benefit from it. Ironically, my services uh, involve people staying relevant in this field. It's so funny. But the main thing which I'm trying to tell you is you have just one fucking life. One. How do you want to live it? Look, if you're happy with your job, happy with your boss, your corporate life, I'm not saying it's bad. Many of them earn much more than me. My cousins, my relatives, oh, they are at the CEO level. They earn big money. Big money. I mean, some of them, they're not even as old as me. They can just retire, resign. They have enough money to keep them happy till the end of their, old age because they earn so much. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. But If you're like me, a rebel, a person wants to live his life on his terms and do his thing, and the formal corporate world was not meant for me, man. I don't know about you. Maybe you like the corporate world. If you like it, then this video is not meant for you. But if you want to do something on your own, you want to be free, you want to experience freedom of creativity, of calling your own shots, like being your own man, doing what you love, that freedom. Even if you don't earn big money, but you want to enjoy doing what you love, then the corporate world is maybe not for you. For me, I'll tell you, I work much more harder than people in the office or the corporate world, much more harder. Seriously, I work literally sometimes, like I would say 24/7. But here's the ironical thing, I don't consider it work at all. For me, what I do is this, like these videos or consult, is not at all. I consider it fun, and I get paid for fun. So even if I get paid less, I'm enjoying it, right? And I'll tell you, there's no greater gift in the world than being able to do what you love and being paid for it on your terms, with you as the boss, where you call the shots. That freedom, that independence, that being your own boss, no, that feeling, I can't describe it. And I can assure you this, once you get a taste of that freedom, no, that life, you'll never work for anyone. I just couldn't fit into the corporate world. I'll tell you that. Prim, proper, follow rules, get up on time. Yes, sir. Morning, sir. How are you? I just like to be bindas. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly, whether you agree, disagree. Love to hear from you. You guys take care. This is me signing off. Hello.